Hi, friends. I have got a really fun, cool book to read today. It's called The Mitten. It is adapted and illustrated by a person called Jan Brett. And we're just going to read it. You guys are going to get to be mitten experts because we're going to talk about this book a lot. So I'm just going to read it through the first time. You will love it. Pay attention to the animals, to the order of the animals. That's all I'm going to give away for right now. But are you ready? Okay, here we go. The Mitten. Once there was a little boy named Nicky who wanted his mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother, Baba, did not want to knit white mittens. Well, if you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally, Baba made them. So look at, there's Baba, there's Nicky, she's knitting the mittens. After she finished, she said, when you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound. But then I will look to see if you have your snow white mittens. So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and it was left behind. Uh-oh. Look at, if I go in close, can you see? Look, there it is. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. Ooh, it was cozy and warm and just the right size. So he decided to stay. Again, look here. I'll show you up close. There he is. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. So again, I'm going to show you. Look at mole and rabbit. Two so far. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. Look at this, is a funny picture. Look at this. There's the mole. He looks a little squished. Hedgehog, rabbit. Let's see who comes next. Ooh. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled, but when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Talon, that's a new word. This is a talon. Do you see that? That's kind of another name for like a claw. Just looks sharp. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. Ooh, a badger. We know about badgers, don't we? It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. Ooh, I bet. I'd be a little scared too. A great big bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged into many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. Oh my word, you guys, can you believe how long that is? Ooh, something happened to my computer screen. I think it's okay. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wiggled in to the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. Oh my goodness, look. Do you see that? That is so cute. Look at everybody stuffed in the mitten. Well, the bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Ah, ah, achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. I love this picture. Look at all of the animals flying around. Isn't that funny? Look at them all everywhere. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was his lost mitten silhouetted against the blue sky. Look, just when they sneezed and the mitten flew up, Nicky was walking by, lucky. As he ran to catch the snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his mittens. Lucky boy, lucky boy. And then if you look at this picture. This is funny. Can you see one mitten is really big and one mitten is still regular size? We know why, don't we? Bye, friends. Thanks. Have a good rest of your day.